Hello everyone, I'm recording my live session on the E-mini S&P 500 futures. The time frame is 2006 chart. Today, we were actually quite choppy, but we did start with the downtrend, quite structured downtrend. You would have to cut a little small corner here to get this bounce, but the channel does look quite good, keeps price action in the middle, and is overall very structured. We do have break and U low for the downtrend. We start reversing and we go into this chop. As you can see, EMA is flattening, spike up, spike down, spike up. So this is very obviously a range, and we broke out of it. We came back. You have this. You have this downtrend here. It does have overshoots, and you make a stronger pullback. So you're not going to take the very first entry short, especially that there's not even a lot of time to scalp for these lows. So new low, first entry short, failure, second entry short, uptrend is already played out. Pullback is played out, second entry short. It is above the EMA though, so you cannot take it. I would have liked if this closed lower. I still wouldn't have taken it because of the overshoot and the quite close support, but lower high setup confirms it here. Great setup. It is a bit more aggressive because again you do have quite a strong support here, but the uptrend is already played out. You waited for the lower high, you did everything right, so it is a takeable setup. I personally took it and won. As you can see, the scalp was made 2.5 ticks, and I took the trade. On second thought, that lower high might have been bad because you just had break. A stronger and a better setup is definitely failed signature long, and you have a strong support close, so it might have been a bad setup and at least quite aggressive, but I took it, and I can't do anything about it now. I have to forget and move on. So market is still quite choppy. Market keeps making continuous legs down. As you can see, this lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low. So price keeps going down, and we've just had the failed signature long here. The problem is the channel is still in play. There might be a tighter channel here, but nonetheless, even if there is a tighter channel like this, it still doesn't have break a new high. Also, there's just simply no key entry point. Alright, you're above the EMA, and the only possible key entry point is the support turn into resistance. But as you can see, after price pushed lower, it didn't test it and come back. It kept breaking through it multiple times, so it's not a strong key level. That's why I don't think you can take this trade. Contextually, price keeps making price keeps making legs down, so it is a setup to consider. There's actually a lower high here confirming this failed signature long. The thing is, there's a channel like this. There might be a channel like this because price keeps going down. So yes, if we do get trigger, I might be taking this. We did not get trigger, unfortunately. And I was waiting for a breakout here because this is how successful breakouts form. Strong bearish imbalances. You push down into this range, everything's leaning more bullish, and so I was waiting for a breakout to draw a wider trend, but unfortunately nothing formed, and we actually reversed quite hard. This is not what I expected at all, but I have to adapt. I can't argue with the market, and I drew the channel up. I'm now going to be following this uptrend, and I don't think a channel like this is drawable now. It's a bit too early. This may just be two broad legs down. That is possible. So yeah, it looks like this range is developed into something bigger like this. The structure looks quite good, it fits price action, and now it looks like we had spike in the channel, breaking you out for the uptrend, so I'm expecting some reversal setup below the EMA. It's overall quite a choppy day to trade, to be honest. Not really a lot of setups, but you have to work with it. So it looks like we had a strong spike down after, no break new low, and you immediately start going up. These are signs of a strong bullish presence in the market. And now we have a structured uptrend. but I was testing something like this, like a spike in the channel, but it had overshoot and it kept going higher, so that cannot be. A channel starting from the low like this looks very good. It's still not confirmed yet, not 3 bounces off of it yet, but it does look quite nice and fits price action well. And let's say in the middle. Now we had a new high, first entry long, no failure. As you can see, the bar did not tick below this bar, so no failure, just a first entry long. And even here, the bar did not tick above this bar, so no trigger for us. First entry long, failure, second entry long, same bar has the failure and second entry long, so this can happen. New high, first entry long, failure, second entry long, and a double trap setup, but you cannot take it because of a bullish bar. And now I was trying my best to find a setup to go long here, like failed second entry short, but there was too many wicks and there was just no entries for me. So yeah, there was this failed breakout here, but it was too congested and this bar just completely spiked up. No entry for you, and yeah, unfortunate, but I just have to work with it, and there might actually be a setup soon. There's actually too much congestion, so when there's a lot of congestion like this, you don't want to be taking setups. You want, as a price action trader, we want a clear direction before entering, because we don't have many confirmations, only the EMA and the naked candles, so we want a clear direction before entering any trade. When it's congested like this, a lot of bars, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and probably 9 bars congested next to each other, you do not want to be taking a trade, because we have no edge in a market condition like this. As you can see, this bounce right here nicely confirms our trend line. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounces confirms our trend line, and yeah, this looks like quite a nice channel, and I'm gonna be following it. We're actually still in this uptrend, we're still following this uptrend. As you can see, the uptrend is still in play. We kept having overshoots, but every time price kept pushing higher and higher, I had to keep widening. It looks like we're finally getting a stronger reaction, but it's still not confirmed. We could still get a second entry long. I'm not going to be taking a second entry long here though, because we do have possible overshoot. So I would like something stronger, like a high-low setup above the EMA here, and not just a plain second entry long, because I could easily get trapped with the overshoot. There's a nice failed second entry short here, actually. New low, first entry short, failure, second entry short, failure. It is a second entry short failure. The only problem is there's no key entry point. The EMA is just a bit too far from the EMA. 1 tick, but I needed the wick at least to be touching here. If the wick touched the EMA here, I would have taken it, because it's quite a strong setup. We need to test new high of this uptrend. Downtrend already played out with 2 legs down, so downtrend is definitely done, and we made a reaction by pushing above the EMA, so we know that the buyers are resuming buying here. New low, first entry short, failure, second entry short. All we needed here is a reversal pattern to test a new high, and we got exactly that. So contextually, it's a great setup, but it's just too far from the EMA. If the wick, just the wick, was 1 tick below here and touched the EMA, I would have taken it. So if you have maybe a better bar, you could have definitely taken it. It's a great setup, but unfortunately, I have to skip this one. Alright traders, that is it for today. Market is about to close, so today was quite a choppy day at the start. We had a downtrend, break a new low, and you went into this range. In ranges like this, you have to follow shortened trend lines. That's exactly how you're going to navigate the market. You want to take second entries at the key entry point. New low, first entry short, failure, second entry short. You do have overshoot though, that's why you cannot take the very first second entry short, and you have to wait for a lower high setup. There was a lower high setup, but I previously had my support somewhere here. I had my support exactly here, so I was selling into the support, which is quite bad. You have breaks, so stronger setup is a failed second entry long. You had break a new low for the downtrend already, so this is a shaky trade, but I think it is takeable. It is quite aggressive though, but it is takeable. But after we developed into this range and we pushed up again, I had to widen it to something like this, a range something like this. And now you're quite choppy, but as you can see, market keeps making continuous legs down. So continuous legs down, you want to be looking for shorts mostly here, because you have a bearish imbalance and the market is getting squeezed a lot. So I was hoping for a breakout here and a wider trend line and a wider channel. You do have new high, first entry long failure, second entry long failure, second entry long failure. The only problem is this uptrend doesn't have break a new high. No matter what uptrend you draw here, this is a bit too wide. I don't really like it, but even if you draw the tighten channel like this, you still expect new high. So uptrend still needs new high. You do not want to be selling above the EMA, but it pushed down, and then you have break and new low, and you start reversing. Very strong push higher, another spike down. This is a typical trend range. So you just want to be patient here. There's no real setups at the EMA. You just have to wait and sit on your hands. But then we started moving into a structured move up. Right, this is a structured move up, has healthy pullbacks, and it looks quite good. At the start here, I was experimenting with a spike in a channel, something like this. I played that at the start actually, but after we kept pushing high, even after overshoot, I had to start it from here, and this looks better. It got confirmed at this bounce, first bounce, second bounce, third bounce. It got confirmed, but I trusted it even before because it just looks so clean, keeps price action in the middle. And so now your job is quite simple as a price action trader. You just want to take second entries at the EMA and other setups like a higher low, and or triple test, etc, etc. Nothing at the EMA here. And now overshoot. So here we actually had overshoot, so market kept going higher, so I had to widen to something like this, overshoots, and you started reversing, 2 legs down, showing that the downtrend is exhausted, and you start reversing. So this is nice, 2 legs down, you start reversing. This is exactly what we expected. And now you start going into the secondary channel. You still want new high for this channel, and after break you want a high for this channel too. So 2 channels need new high. This is great, very strong confirmation for the bulls, but unfortunately market is about to close, so I have to stop now. Volatility is gonna get lower, but that is it for today, and hope I see you next time. Bye.